Everything you do, you go hard. When I doubt you, you definitely gotta go hard. When you fall, you go hard. That bang will make you grow. Big mouse.
Sit on your bed one day and ask yourself, what remarkably stupid things am I doing on a regular basis to absolutely screw up my life? And if you actually ask that question, but you have to want to know the answer, right? Because that's actually what asking the question means. It doesn't mean just mouthing the words. It means you have to decide that you want to know. You'll figure that out so fast it'll make your hair curl.
It comes a time in life when the most important thing, it means something to you, you have to give it up.
I don't want to move fast. I want to move correctly. I just don't want to waste no time. If it's something that's going to take us a year to make, if it's something that's going to take us 10 years, that's fine. I always won't waste no time.
At the end of every day, you look yourself in the mirror and you ask yourself, did I get better today? If the answer is yes, and you do that for 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, how much better are you going to be? Are you getting better every single day? That's the question. And it's just taking small steps. You don't try to get it all done in one day, in 1 week, in 1 year. It's the process of getting better every day and doing that for a period of years that then create the masterpiece.
You can buy a house, but not a home. With money, you can buy a clock, but not time. With money, you can buy a bed, but not sleep. With money, you can buy food, but not appetite. With money, you can buy a doctor, but not good health. With money, you can have insurance, but not safety. And this is the problem that we all have. There are things that you cannot buy with material wealth, with money.
I don't have time to be angry. You know how much time it takes to hold an attitude and a grudge? That's time and energy. I don't have that time. The time that it takes you to go, I don't like that person, and keep that in you over a period of time, that's a lot of time that can be devoted to something positive. I choose positive because overall positive will always be negative.
Well, you know, Nelson Mandela said about that. He said, holding a grudge is like drinking poison and hoping it kills the other person.
I'm not interested in whether you like me or not, because I'm antisocial. I don't like people. I wouldn't piss on your face if you were on fire, literally.
You just do what you want right now all the time. One of the problems with that is you're going to get yourself in trouble. And everyone knows that. This is why 2-year-olds can't really live on their own, because they're whim predicated with no thought whatsoever for the iterating consequences of that into the future. Because people are self-conscious and can see the future, we have to bind our actions in the present in relationship to our future selves. You have to act now so you don't hurt you tomorrow and you next week and you next month and you in a year and 5 years and 10 years. And that's actually a community of potential selves that extends across time. You sacrifice the whims of the moment, so that's delayed gratification and maybe a definition of maturity. You sacrifice that because it's a better medium to long-term contract or covenant with yourself, but at the same time, that applies to everyone else, because there's no difference between me serving who I'm going to be when I'm 75 and me serving other people. That ethos unites.
I hate negative people. If you're negative, you got to get away from it. If I have an idea, the first thing you want to talk about is the problems with it, then we got an issue. There's a time to talk about problems, but not while I'm dreaming.
You can hate me, you can love me, but you gonna fucking respect me.
Sure.
Ain't nobody work harder than me, because they not me.
When you lose your money, you lose nothing. When you lose your health, you lose something. When you lose your character, you lose everything. Remember that.
Watch people, because you can fake for a long time, but one day you're going to show yourself to be a phony.
That's what's true.
You know what I mean? And that's what a lot of people are doing these days.
I was broke. Yeah, when you see me, I had nappy braids. Yeah, my stomach was hurting. It really was hurting. I really starved some nights, man. I mean, so if it could take me 13 years, why can't it take you 7? Get on your grind. Start now. Don't wait till you're 36. Start now while you're in your 20s or while you're in your teens and get the money.
That's what's wrong with this generation today. These young boys today, what does she bring to the table? The hell you mean, man? What do your ass bring to the table? You got a woman that can come to the table that can make another you. What else she need to slide up to the table with? What about your job? What happened to men who were supposed to be responsible?